Hey all, Xeno777 here, and today was the day I never thought would actually happen this year. I don't care that he's plus only level 1 right now. But like...
You don't have to pat me down like that. I haven't been stealing your things.
My man Shura is finally here. 2025, latter of 2025. He's here! Oh my god. The Fates banner new heroes. I saw Tunryoma. Cool. I saw Rearm Hinoka. I guess her Lance's support. I saw Scarlet. Honestly, good for you, girl. I saw Ash. I kind of don't care. She's fodder. I kind of don't care about the bouquet system, even though it's probably going to be something I should at least give Shura to Owain to, etc., etc. And then I fucking saw Haitaka. And then I lost all hope for 4 hours. Let me get into this. I lost all hope. Because I saw that first when people were talking about this in a different chat. I'm like, oh, it's Nicole. Okay. The Wyvern Flyer from Sophia's recruitment map. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, we'll take it. We're going from Candace to Nicole. That's fine. No. It was an infantry lance. I'm like, who? And then I heard it was a Haitaka. One of the conquests chapter generic enemy spearmaster or spear fighter, whatever you call it. It was his ass that got into Grand Hero Battle, and I was fully in shambles. I had posted in a different server at last month saying I would crash out if Zola got in before Shura. I didn't realize I was also going to crash out with a generic boss, Haitaka, getting in before... I had so much emotion that night. And then one of my pals, Cass, was like, so who's going to be our freebie unit we're going to get on? And I was kind of just going through my stages of whatever the fuck. Being like, do we usually get that? It's like, yeah. I lost hope. Please remind me. Like, I believe you, man, but please fucking remind me. And then I remember, it's like, oh yeah, we got like Pandreo, like 2 copies for free, Oswin, and other units. And I was thinking to myself, I guess that is true, because it is true. I can't say I guess. But anyways, so I was thinking to myself, if it's Hoshiden, I guess Reina makes sense. Hi, Julia. I had full-fledged that it was just going to be base Reina. Going from ninja to her base form, that would have been like the most obvious one to me. And then I started getting pings. It was not a drill. That sure is finally in Fae. A bucket wish list. When I joined Heroes, when Legendary Lyn was new, and the Spring Alphonse, Sharena, Katria, and Kagro were new. My top 3 wish list bucket was Shura, Owain, and Keaton. Owain got in because of the Farfetch banner, or Brave Redux, whatever. Keaton got in eventually because they finally started added beasts. And then we had the wait for Shura. Hoping every year, seeing Garen get in before him, seeing Iago get in before him, seeing other Fates villains get in before him. Hi Rinka, speaking of Fates. Seeing Candace kind of gave me a crash out because she has personality, she has that design and all. But I'm just thinking to myself, that is a capturable enemy that got in before Shura. Where you don't need to quote-unquote capture Shura in any of the routes. So that broke me a bit. I told myself I was going to plus enter one of my accounts. Never did. So that's fun. So I was just fully expecting Zola to get in before him at this point and crashing out. Saying, fuck, he's finally in. Saw stats, pretty good. Some good shit. I think like 45 base attack, 48 speed, something like that. a lot of 40s for his like main stats. Obviously, HP being like flat 40. I think neutral. That's like fine. Defense, I think lackluster. I think barely hitting 20 before merges. Again, workable, you know? So, Emblem Sigurd fucked over my orbs. I think I would have had more. I think I would have had more orbs for this case. But I'm full circling because orb conservative. So, red, Ryoma. He might be my next plus 10 for my main account after Emblem Sigurd's finally plus 10. Blue, I don't mind with Hinoka since she has air superiority, which is basically Emblem Celica's dash young Camilla's like warping gimmick shenanigan for the most part. Hi Robin. We just really went from Fallen Julia to Rinka to now Mill Robin. Oh. You gotta refine. I don't know if that actually saved your refine. But anyways. So as I said, Hinoka, mainly the air superiority and blue skies potential. Actually, no, I can't because Arcane. Which, we really got an Arcane Lance for the third time, and yet we have Johanna Lance. I'm not saying Johanna Lance is just going to be better for all units, but there's cases where the Arcane Crimson Lance, whatever, is probably just going to be more so like, I guess, support, or if you just want the true damage reduction over, like, DR Retaliation. Blah, blah, blah. Green is Scarlet. I wouldn't mind Hydorsia. I wouldn't mind seeing Scarlet here or there, but like obviously Shura. Hi. And then Carlos is I already forgot her gimmick. Well, we have Ascended, we have Rearmed, we have Attuned, we have Aided. I do not remember Ash, and it's like I know she's like daughter, so it's like ask her and shit. Entwined Ash. We only had 3 aided units, 2 of them being Tempest Trial. And now we have Entwined. How much are we gonna bet? Actually, I don't want to bet, but like, how many Entwined units are we gonna get before the next archetype of next year? We have Ash, we might see an Entwined Veronica or Entwined Embla, for example. Or even Entwined Chirena, because why the fuck not? Hi, Caspar. But I don't know. I see Entwined Ash as our first, of course. I see potentially Entwined Veronica, Shirena, for example. And then maybe one more Entwined. And then it falls into the same case of... Well, shit, I think we're done for this gimmick. Because if we can't fodder duplicate, it does taint them a bit. Because that's what we're used to with Rearms and Attuned. We fodder them and they're still alive, and we can fodder duplicate shit. Aided, we can't. And neither can we with Entwine. We get the bouquet. Like, okay. Not to mention my gripe with it is like, I don't really use those support allies anymore. Support gimmicks like with, like, let's say Shura gets supported with Owain, for example. Because why not? Like, they're besties, for example. I don't do that shit anymore. So if I get the Entwine, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna pair Shura up with. I don't see it often. If I see, like, Entwined Owain, for example, though, like, a literal new alt of Owain just entwined, then yes, that'll be a plus 10, and I'm gonna get 11 bouquets and shit. A lot of yapping and no focuses. This is kind of sad. We really went from 400 orbs on Emblem Sigurd to not get any. And now this. I've gotten a Pity Breaker into 4-star specials. One of them was at least base, but yeah, isn't this something? So yeah. Not to mention Resplendent Tidbarn, Peak, Fire, top tier. Speaking of Peak, Mike Wingbert is the VA for Shura. I do think the voice is as close as it's gonna get with Shura, honestly, because I forgot. I talked about like the VA in the past. Like I see him like not voicing the characters he voiced from 3DS Fates into Heroes with Xander, for example. And I think I want to say Silas was one of them. I may be wrong, but I just fully went, there's no way he's coming back for Heroes if Shura gets in finally. So Mike Wingbert, good for you. I am giving claps, pats to your no. I'm clapping for you. Why am I skipping animation? I am just glad the voice is very much good for Shura. I really thought he was gonna get the Grail spot at one point of Finally Heroes. Oh, did my notification just pop up? I literally closed my eyes, so thanks, editing. But yeah. So this is probably my best case scenario because I'm gonna plus an on both my counts. He's in a general pool. Fuck yeah. I just need 200k feathers or something like that. Can I get something before the... Excuse me. This is only one spark, right? Excuse me. I think this is just the one spark we have on this banner. I don't think we can do a secondary spark and go like from Ryoma to Hinoka. But yeah, Shura's finally in. I wish I... Generally, if Shura was not the freebie of that pick for the Shadow Drop, I think my friends would have helped me rally up for CYL 10 on Shura. But no, there is definitely no way. He's finally in. I don't know who I'm going to fully vote now for CYL 10, because I think I'll throw at least a vote for Shura here and there. But like also prioritizing with like Diamant and Sigurd, since they're definitely wanting to get up there before Fortune's Weaves, because Fortune's Weaves, even though it's a new game, eventually it's going to be votable once it releases and shit. The fact that Mike Woodward mentioned, it's the fact that it's Three Houses coded, and Three Houses definitely swept the banner. Engage is struggling. Fuck. Well, there goes my pity. There goes my pity. That's not even a... You can be minus attack. I might fire you because of this. Damn. Well. Shitty spark, but I'm still glad that, Shura's finally in the game. But yeah, no, even... I do think Engage not having any Brave winners is saddening. It's definitely mixed feelings and whatnot. And it's also like the amount of players that are still playing Heroes. But I feel like Fortune's Weave, we might see 1 or 2 winners. I don't know if it's going to be a full sweep. I do feel like there is going to be 1 or 2 winners. Oh, there is a second spark. Oh, shit. Is there 4 sparks? I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Ashamed that I did not get any focuses besides Spark. And I didn't see any Shuras, but like Shura plus 10 is going to be eventual because of how new demotes is going to be torturous. Yeah, hope y'all summons are doing well. Don't know what to say. Oh my god, my... Adios.